No, we are real as can be. Although we stick to each other, we're free. We still dream of what we could be. You still amaze me.
Hello beautiful friends, my name is Katie and in today's video we are doing tie-dye because the tie-dye trend is literally everywhere and I am obsessed like pretty much everyone else. So I decided to do a couple different tie-dye items for you today in this video, and I might be tie-dyeing more because like I'm kind of obsessed with this trend. I can see why everyone else is loving it, like tie-dyeing everything. It just looks so much cuter now. So make sure if you are not subscribed, you hit the subscribe button down below so you can follow more of the adventures or misadventures on this channel. And make sure to ring that bell if you want to be notified when I upload videos. So let's get started. I'm starting off this project with this thrifted sweatshirt that in the clip looks white, but in real life this sweatshirt is this really awkward cream color that doesn't really look cream. It's not white. It's not a good color. And I'm going to do the technique that I'm going to call the scrunching method. I don't know if this has a real actual name, but basically I'm just going to scrunch the material with my fingers, and then I'm going to take my rubber bands and rubber band it really well together. This way the material doesn't have any specific pattern, and this way when it comes out it'll have a awesomely splotchy texture. I'm also going to take just a plain white t-shirt that you can get literally anywhere. You can thrift it. You can buy this at Michael's. It is just the standard 100% cotton white t-shirt, and I'm going to do the same thing because this material is a lot thinner, so we're going to test the thick material versus the thin material. Here's our setup. We've got our Rit Dye, we've got some bottles of water, and then we have all of this lovely cardboard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cotton pieces and we are going to wet them with some water. I typically use hot water because hot water plus cotton dyes better, but I feel like you can do either. You can do cold or hot, doesn't really totally matter. So I'm gonna take my water and I'm just going to wet these guys. The only downside is if you do use hot water, you can burn yourself. So just be careful of that. So I'm gonna take my water and I'm going to just dump it on here, nice and juicy. And on the other side. And this is gonna help so that the dye is not just straight on top. And then you're gonna kind of rinse it out, kind of wring some of this water out. So when you're dyeing these, you wanna definitely make sure there's some water, but that it's not like dripping wet. And the reason you want to water these down first is so that the dye will actually sink in. If you do it just dry in this tie-dye method, you'll get a lot of color on top, but you won't get any on the inside. Trust me, I've done this like 100 times before, where you'll literally have just like pink here and then like a white shirt. So you definitely want to get it wet. It doesn't want to be like super sopping or the whole thing will just turn one color. Like the struggle is real, but so that's why we put water on it first. So here's a fun one. I was pouring my oh, it's orange. You know what? I didn't read that. It's sunshine orange and it looks like this color, but when I poured it, it was this color. And I think I was thinking more of a yellow, not this orange, but I have a little bit of scrap of some of the cotton. So I'm gonna try that out and see what color this turns out. Ooh. That is orange. I've chosen these 4 Rit dyes because I think they'll just make a really pretty palette together. And then I'm going to mix them in my water bottle. So I have a lot of dye with a little bit of water, so the colors will be super strong and super vibrant. I was checking on Rit Dye's Instagram and they do recommend that you add just normal table salt anytime you're using dye. I didn't do it this time, but I definitely want to recommend. It does something with science and it helps the molecules bind better together. First up on the tie-dye block is that cream sweatshirt. And in this clip, you can see that I actually had left a lot of white on it, but I went back and was like, no, this is too much white, and added way more dye, which is why the final result looks like the final result. Sweatshirts, less water, less dye. Next project is our mystery tote material, and I wanted that one to have some orange and yellow, and I just thought that color combo would be super pretty. And then next I'm going to be doing the duck cloth bag, and I only used 3 colors for that one. Then I'm going to come over to my 2 plain t-shirts, and on one of them I was going to do the color combo of all 5 colors, colors, and on the other I was just doing the 3 cool tone ones, which is why when I mixed the orange on it on accident, I was like, get out of here. T-shirt, I don't want you to be orange like the other one. And this rainbow one with the orange and yellow is definitely by far my favorite one. And I do wish that the yellow and orange had been a little bit stronger. I went a little heavy-handed with the green and blue, but learned from my mistakes because this one was so cute and is definitely my favorite one. Next, to ensure that I got the deepest, darkest colors, aside from using salt, which is definitely recommended, I saran wrapped each piece and left it outside for about 2 days to really let that dye sink in. And then I microwaved each piece for about a minute in the microwave. Definitely make sure you check your settings and make sure that you're not burning the item. I was watching these the whole time, but so I put them in the microwave and then I waited for them to cool off, and I took it outside, and using cool water, I rinsed them out very thoroughly, making sure that the water goes clear. You want to make sure that you're getting all of that excess dye out, because anything left over might stain your skin or stain your other clothing or just end up making the tie-dye bleed all over itself. It's not pretty. For the rinsing process, I started out by still having it all clumped together, and then I cut the rubber bands and started slowly opening it. I did it this way so that the color wouldn't bleed all over the actual white part of the garment, and then I fully opened it up, and look at how good it looks. It's so cute and splotchy. I'm so excited. And then this next one is going to be our tote bag that's multicolored. Because these straps were so thin, I had put them straight on top of the bag portions, which I was like, I hope this goes through all of the layers and doesn't end up giving me some weird wonky white spots. And you can see it dyed really, really super well. It looks so good. Here's our cream sweatshirt, which you can see when I opened it up, there is absolutely no white on this, which is kind of a bummer. There really isn't enough pink. So this one I would consider kind of a fail. This one's just not dyed the way I really wanted it. I really wanted it to have that nice splotchy effect, and it was just kind of meh, but it's okay.
Can I help?
Yeah. This is so stinking cool.
What is that?
It's gonna be a bag. Spread it out, show the class. I think that one's really cool.
A shirt.
You were tall, I looked up. From where I sat, wished I would've dressed up. Your first line, won't forget. So is it true, no one's taking you yet? I remember people staring as we stepped outside. They had only one goal, get me off of your mind. I was no good, they said. You could do much better, but you gave them one middle finger and the door shut. 'Cause I know we are real as can be. Although we stick to each other, we're free. We still dream of what we could be. You still amaze me. Us lasting longer than them, standing stronger than them, letting think we are crazy.
So that is all for the actual tutorial portion of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, or even if you didn't and you just want to give it a thumbs up, because it helps me and it helps the YouTube algorithm mystery thing do something in the background. We don't really know what it does, but if you just want to brighten somebody's day, give it a big thumbs up. It's free for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'm going to go out and do something in all tie-dye.